Hello there. This is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another car video. For the online dudes, you still have to meet women in the real world. And you know what? Why I'm even bringing this up? Because no matter what I say, there's always like one person who say, "Oh, you don't know what's going on now. Oh, everything's online now." Bama, please. Shoot. I should have asked, got permission from brother Curry, Alan Roger Curry, see if I could do insert dog face here. Look, let me say something. Look, first of all, let me be clear. I hate when some young ignorant fool think I don't know about online dating. First of all, that shit go back to 1994, Kiss.com, and then Match.com started in 1995. I actually engaged in some online dating in the late 90s. Ain't nothing new. Only difference now is instead of scanning a picture in to upload it, you can upload it with your smartphone. Just better technology. It's the same goddamn principle. So you ain't telling me nothing new. And then even now with the online dating, despite the number of people dating, the numbers for people, at least Americans who date online, is between 30 and 40 million. That's not a majority. At best, 40% of the population have at least tried it. That's still not a majority. People still meeting each other. And then, even then, a lot of people, that's just a supplement to just meeting people going out and about. And the key word with it all is meeting. If you're going to deal with online dating, no matter what, if you're talking about hooking up with the woman, you still got to meet in the real world. The online dating tool is a tool to meet them, to encounter them, to find somebody who may be compatible. And it's a good tool for it. I don't have an argument with that. But then when people say, "Oh, it's just online," and they crying and stuff, you still gotta meet them. Cause look, I'm gonna say one word: catfish. You still gotta run into them. And how many people? And this was back in the day, and still going. How many people have met somebody online, love their pictures and everything, then find out that's not who they were. That's not who the person was. They blatantly lying to you. Or you click with them online, and then if you actually meet them in the real world, they ain't what you thought they were, or it's totally different. Shoot. And I've seen some stories. One of my favorites was when this woman, and this was a old thing. She met her and this guy, they were clicking, even knew what each other looked like. But then when she met him in the real world, she said he was ugly. And I talked to her, I say, "Well, hold up, you seen several pictures of him?" He said, "Well, he was ugly in person." And that's my point. Because I don't care if, okay, you meet somebody, okay, y'all click. And let's say for reference sake, they actually have honest pictures. Hell, you might even see some videos. Shoot, you might do FaceTime or something. So you know exactly what they look like. Okay. It's a big difference between talking with somebody on the phone, FaceTiming them, seeing their pictures, and actually being in their presence. Because there's a lot of stuff that goes with that. Well, if you get in that woman's presence and, she look at you, since a lot of people want to talk about height, you ain't as tall as she would like. What if in the presence she look at you, shoot, she don't like you got some pock marks on your face. Or she don't like your scent. Or she's in your presence and she see y'all going out on a date, you not assertive at all. You on a date, you should be ordering, you should be taking charge, and you sitting there nervous or something. Or y'all hanging out or something, some dude disrespect you and he don't do shit. Seriously, it's a whole lot of stuff. She might not like how you smell. Did I say that? Well, I'm saying it now. She might not like how you smell. There's a lot of stuff into all that stuff. You might not like what you get, because you still got to meet them. All that shit does, all the online thing does is it makes it easy. It does. It's good for that, but you still got to close the deal in person. You still got to be good with them in person. And let's be real with them online. Like I said, catfish. A lot of catfish. Even if it's minor. Somebody giving you a picture. A woman. Let's stop for a second. Let's talk about the women on some of these online things. You know? They give you a picture of them when they were younger. I remember back when I did that online dating thing, she was showing me some pictures. I was like, okay, all right. When I met her in person, she didn't look like those pictures. She was bigger than what she showed in the pictures. We still on the date though, and I'm like, damn, she got bigger during the date. And I'm like, shit. Hey, you get some crazies on there too. You get some crazies, because the thing about online is they can tell you anything, they can be anything. You know? Indeed, you got a lot of dudes talking about trannies and shit. Oh, you got some trannies be on there, and I know some dudes be wondering why. It's like, well, wait a minute. They say in the picture and stuff, but you ain't in that presence and stuff where you can see that Adam's apple. I'm just saying. Yeah. Or catch them right, and you know you might even talk to them or something. You catch them right and something, and they all of a sudden their voice go real deep. Now, real talk. And actually, I don't know why a lot of guys get caught up into it anyway, because the dimes, the real attractive women, it's very rare they go online. It's very rare. It's very rare. Let's just be real with it. Plenty of people have known that. People with some experience, they'll tell you. They got some jacked up looking women in some of this. Okay, somebody ain't gone. Okay. They got plenty, I mean, seriously. But you got some guys swearing about it and like swearing they knowing something. I was like, okay, whatever you do, you use it. Like I said, it got some positive uses. You still got to deal with that person, and you still got to meet them. You still got to interact with them. Indeed, I've talked to some young women. They said, they might have met somebody online or something, and the dudes just want to text them. And I think, really, I'm going to be real. No, I'm going to put it out there. I think what it is with a lot of dudes is they don't know how to engage a woman. Seriously, I've had women tell me, several young women say, some of the young guys don't know how to like actually talk to them, get their phone number and still text them and stuff instead of actually talking to them. And see, that's another thing too. It's a very big difference between interacting with somebody via text or online than actually talking to them, where they can hear the sound of your voice, being in your presence, where they can smell you. When they looking at you, if they got to look up, tilt their head a little bit, or you making them feel a certain way. That's very important with women. You still got to engage them. Even if you meet them online, okay, what you going to do when you ain't what you say you were on there? You think she's still going to be cool? Shit. Hell. You ain't what you ain't what she wanted, and it's a strong possibility she ain't what you wanted. Seriously. But I gotta say that, but then, I get some dudes who gonna come at me a certain way. And I'm like, well shit, motherfucker. Why you tripping? It's like, dude, how's that shit working? And let's be real, a lot of these dating sites, it's already been documented, a lot of them be faking, putting fake profiles, taking advantage of the men. Even Tinder, everybody's saying Tinder this and Tinder that, but men outnumber women on Tinder 9-1. And if anything I'm saying you disagree with, okay, bring the stats. Now, the two of the things I said online dating go back to 1994. Links in the description box. At most 40, they say 40 million Americans online, but you have a population of 300, documented population of more than 300,000. I don't know what it is exactly, but It's a lot. So that's still just a small percentage, you know? Links in the description box. If somebody could say the majority of people, if somebody could say the majority of people online or online dating something new, provide the stat. Seriously. But don't come at me with some stuff like you telling me some new shit. Because whatever the case, you still gotta meet them. Man. You still gotta interact. You still gotta beat them. What you gonna do? Talk to them on the phone and stuff and just keep doing it? You still gotta be in each other's presence. You wanna get your dick sucked, don't you? What you gonna do? Do that over the phone? Y'all sexted and stuff, which is some bullshit. Shoot, you don't you want to grab that fat ass or fondle those breastises? Shit, don't you want to slob her down? Or you want her to be all kissing all over you or some shit? You got to do that in person. So it still comes down to, yeah, you can meet somebody, like I said. It's actually, it's a good tool. And actually, somebody's smart. They'll have some online profiles. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Shoot. Can't say anything because, shoot, if you even got a IG or something, people might hit your DMs. I get some women hitting my DMs. You know? So ain't nothing wrong with it, but you got to say, okay, that's in your toolbox. You still got to be able to interact with women in the streets. And ultimately, you still got to interact with them face to face. So you need to get yourself ready for that. You know? And if you that type don't want to do that, you got some more shit to work on. What you going to do? Go the rest of your life? Shoot. You think some woman going to just totally fall in love with you based off a picture or some text that somebody else might have wrote? And let's be real, when I said something about trans, a bunch of dudes talking about it, that's probably because they encountering those. Usually if that woman looking too cute or something, and she online, because there's a catfishing thing, shit, that's been going back to the 90s. Shit. You gotta run into that person straight off. And let me share something about me. People wonder why I talk about it. There's a part of me. That's why I always say dox me. Dox me. You'll find out. I actually got training in arguing something. So it pops out every now and then. So anyway, like I said, dox me. Yeah. So anyway, that's all I got. But seriously, whatever. Like I said, you can still use it. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it ultimately, but you got to take in consideration the bottom line. The bottom line is you trying to get with that woman. You're going to have to meet that woman face to face. And you're going to have to deal with her face to face. All right? So anyway, that's all I got for now. Get back with you. Peace and blessings.